And now moving on to the much anticipated direct talks between the U.S. and Iran, which are scheduled for Saturday in Oman. The meeting will be held between U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and a senior Iranian leader. At a cabinet meeting chaired by President Donald Trump, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that Washington has been clear that Iran is never going to have a nuclear weapon and that he hopes the talks will lead to peace.
An important meeting, thanks to you, is going to happen on Saturday. For the first time in a long time, there'll be direct talks between Ambassador Witkoff and a top-level leader in Iran. We hope that'll lead to peace. You've been very clear what Iran is never going to have is a nuclear weapon, and I think that's what led to this meeting.
Tensions surrounding Iran's nuclear program are once again in the spotlight, but this time amid a rift between the United States and its European allies. President Trump has seemingly once again sidelined the European nations from an important negotiation, which is quite similar to what happened in the Ukraine peace talks. Experts are raising concerns that Washington's decision to exclude Europe from direct talks caught its leaders off guard after President Trump made a surprise announcement. The U.S. reportedly did not inform Britain, Germany, and France, the so-called E3 nations, about these discussions beforehand. This lack of coordination is particularly significant because these European powers hold a vital card in this situation, which is to potentially reimpose UN sanctions on Iran. And a key point of contention lies in the mechanism for reimposing UN sanctions known as snapback. As the U.S. unilaterally withdrew from the 2015 nuclear accord with Iran, it is no longer able to actually have the power to initiate this process at the UN Security Council. This leaves the E3 nations, Britain, Germany, and France, as the only participants of that original deal who are both capable and seemingly willing to pursue snapback. This makes Washington's alignment with the European powers absolutely critical, but America's go-it-alone approach is acting as a stumbling block. Whether the United States will adjust its approach and re-engage its European allies in a meaningful way remains a critical question with potentially far-reaching consequences for regional and global security.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.